welcome back. If you're new here, hello, my name is Brittany, and normally I don't look or sound this bad, but you guys, it's allergy season in New York and I'm feeling like complete shit. But I still wanted to jump on here and give you guys my Spring Sephora VIB Sale recommendations and what is on my wish list. Now, instead of being like item specific, there's probably going to be a few that I mentioned for my recommendations. I'm going to inform you guys on how I personally shop for the VIB sale because I used to spend so much money during the sale and the discount isn't really even that good. So I'm going to give you guys my little tips and recommendations on how I personally shop for the sale, and I also am going to add on what is on my wish list. So if you guys are excited for the Spring Sephora VIB sale, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to this channel before you guys leave because you already know there's going to be a haul video coming soon. So make sure you do both of those things and let's jump right in and let's do this! Okay, so before we get into anything, I am going to leave all the information in the description box for the information because I know a lot of people have already covered that. It's going to be 15% off for Rouge members and VIB members, and then 10% off for Beauty Insiders. And then I will have all the dates in the description box because I know there's like 2 separate weekends, or I don't know, like Sephora is just kind of making it a little bit more difficult for people to understand when they can and can't shop. But I do know they are doing something different, whereas if you go in store on the first day for Rouge members, you can have like a friend get your percentage off as well, which anytime that I've ever shopped for the VIB sale, I've always been able to, like, my mother has always used my account to purchase for hers and still got the discount. So I don't really see how that's any different than usual for me, but it's out there. If you're a Rouge member on the first day, you can bring somebody in store and get your percentage off with your account. I don't know. I guess that's how it works. But anyways, if you are shopping online during the VIB sale, you are going to make sure you are using EBATES. I use EBATES every single time that I shop online, and I've easily earned probably like $1,000 in cash back just from doing that one little step before shopping anywhere. They have like over 2,000 retailers or something crazy like that. Anytime that you are going online to shop, you always want to go to EBATES first, log into your account there, and then click on whatever store that you're shopping for, and then it will redirect you to their website, and then you can earn cash back just by doing that one little step. Or if you are shopping on a computer, on a browser, you can have it set up like I do, that anytime that I log into like Sephora, there's a little box that'll pop up and says like activate your cash back now. You just click that activate button and you're instantly getting cash back. So make sure you're using EBATES because you're going to get even more cash back just for doing that one little step. I mean, it's just extra money for you in your pocket, so why not? So I personally use EBATES. It is no gimmicks. It is 100% legit. I've used it for years now, so definitely would recommend you guys do that. But now we'll get into how I personally shop for the sale. So the first thing that I usually ask myself is, okay, what are products that I would repurchase even if they weren't on sale? So like the biggest thing that I look at is skincare. So like my moisturizer, my serums, anything skincare related, those are the products that I'm the first to add into my cart. So with that being said, I am looking for a new cleansing oil. Right now I use the Tatcha, what is it, like the Camellia cleansing oil. I love that. I am considering getting a second one of those, but if you guys have any other ones, that's another reason I wanted to do these videos, is because if you guys have items specific that you guys love, let me know. That way maybe I could try them out or read reviews on them or whatever. So that right off the bat is the one that I'm like, I do need a new cleansing oil because I am almost out. And this kind of ends up at like a perfect time because all of the stuff that I purchased from the last VIB sale, so which was November, I still have a majority of my skincare from then. And it's like, it's running out, so now it's like, okay, now it's time to repurchase it. So that's the way that I look at that. So cleansing oil is on my list, and then I also am looking at the Belif Aqua Bomb set, or the big size of the Belif Aqua Bomb. Or I am also looking at the Tatcha water cream. I feel like they're really similar, but I feel like the Tatcha one might be a little bit different. I've never personally used it. I've used like a trial size, but I've never used it like over a period of time. So I wanted to know your guys' thoughts on if you like the Belif Aqua Bomb or the Tatcha water cream better, because I definitely need a new moisturizer. So that is another thing that is on my list. And then 2 things for skincare that I highly, highly, highly recommend. If you have textured skin like me, the Drunk Elephant Baby Facial is so amazing. How I've never talked about it in a favorites video. Like every time I film one, I'm just like, how did I not talk about the baby facial? That is one product that is like, change the game for your skincare. Like it instantly looks different. So that was one product that I really wanted to make sure I recommended to you guys, is the Drunk Elephant Baby Facial, and then also the Marula Oil, I believe it's called. When you purchase a baby facial, there is a little sample size of it in there, so I don't feel like you need it necessarily right now. but when you do purchase it, you do get a little sample size of it. That is such an amazing oil. I love that. That little combo is just like the best thing that has happened to my skin. And then the baby facial is a face mask, so it's like as soon as you apply it, you feel it working, and then once you take it off, you see a difference. Like, I fucking love that stuff. That is like holy grail. I am going to repurchase another one of those, so I wanted to make sure I mentioned that for skincare. But I would definitely recommend purchase new skincare during the VIB sale, because skincare is like one of those things that very rarely goes on sale, and it's a lot of brands that are specific to Sephora that I personally love. So skincare is a big one. So then the next thing I know a lot of people talk about are fragrances. Now, me personally, I don't really shop at Sephora for fragrances, not at least springtime I don't, because I usually shop at like Macy's and stuff, because I like when they usually have the kits, like they come with like the body wash and stuff like that. So I don't personally shop at Sephora that much for fragrances, but if you have your eye on a fragrance, I mean, shit, why not? But the one that I highly recommend is the Bulgari Omnia Coral. That is like my perfect summer fragrance, because that's more or less like the products that I like to get now are stuff that I'm looking for summertime. So like the Omnia Coral by Bulgari. I love Sol de Janeiro Boom Boom Cream. That shit is so good, but I will tell you, I would not get it at Sephora. I would go onto the Sol de Janeiro website. Like, that's the biggest tip that I could tell you guys. If you're looking at a specific item, go onto the brand itself's website. Like right now, if you sign up on the Sol de Janeiro website, you get like 20% off. Another one is Tarte Cosmetics. Right now they have 25% off for their friends and family. And then EBATES also has 10% cash back. So that's 35% off. Way better discount than you would get at Sephora. Same with brands like Too Faced. I rarely purchase them from the Sephora website anymore, because I know that the brand's website has a better discount than the Sephora VIB sale. So that is almost like the biggest tip right there, is if you're looking for an item specific, go on the brand website and see if you can get a better discount that way. But anyways, back to fragrances, like how I just got into that right there, I have no idea. But I know a lot of people do like to get their summer fragrances right now, and I know a big one at the Sephora VIB sale is usually the replica fragrances. I think they retail for like $140 or something insane like that. I am personally not going to purchase any fragrances, but if there's any fragrances that you guys love, leave them in the comments down below, because I am always looking for a good summer fragrance. And another thing that I wanted to mention is, one thing to pay attention to is, I know Ulta, anytime that Sephora has a sale going on, Ulta comes through with like 20% off coupons. So make sure you're checking your emails as well, because Ulta does sell fragrances as well. So make sure you're paying attention to those things, because I'm at the point now, I would much rather shop at Ulta because their point system is better. I love that you could purchase products from them and earn money. So that is another thing that I personally am conscious of. Like, any brands that are available or any products that are available at Ulta, I do not purchase at the Sephora VIB sale anymore. So that's just another little tip that I personally do. So moving on to makeup, which is probably what you guys are all here for. I personally am only shopping for brands that are like luxury brands. So brands like La Mer, Hourglass, Dior, Tom Ford, brands like that that rarely go on sale. Those are the ones that I target for sales like this, because they rarely go on sale. This is the time to take advantage of those. So just a couple products that I would highly recommend are going to be from Hourglass and Dior, because those are just like the highest brands that I personally have. But the main thing that I would recommend from Dior is the Dior Skin Nude Air Luminizer, and I personally have the shade 003. This is one of the most beautiful highlighters in my collection, and it is definitely a splurge item. I keep it in the original box because it's so bougie. But this is what the shade looks like here. I've used it several times. I got this for my birthday, I think, last year, and it is my birthday month, so I'm sure I'll get something else this year. But that is what the highlighter looks like. I think this is absolutely stunning. I highly recommend this. And like I said, it's just another one of those brands that it's very rarely goes on sale, so I would take advantage of the 15% off. And then another brand I really love is Hourglass. So I feel like anything I've ever tried from Hourglass has been amazing, and I have quite a few things on my wish list for them. But the two things that I would highly recommend is the Hourglass Ambient Metallic Strobing Lighting Palette. This is probably the most beautiful highlighter that I have in my collection. If I were to pick between this and Dior, I would pick this one, because I think it looks amazing on the skin, and I love that it has a variety. Like, you get 3 highlighters in this, and it's just so beautiful on the skin. I would definitely recommend this. It is limited edition, which it's been available for a while now, and I know it is still available on the website. This is the time to take advantage of that 15% off or 10% off, because this is so beautiful. And if you are looking for a more subtle glow, the Ambient Lighting Powder in the shade Luminous Light is so stunning. Now, these are expensive, products. And for this one here, it really doesn't look like it does anything, but it just gives you like the most subtle like glow from within. I love this powder, but these are just like the most beautiful powders in my entire collection. Like you guys are gonna see, like I don't have a problem spending money on Hourglass because they look so beautiful on the skin. And then the next one is going to be the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Bronzer in Luminous Bronze Light. This is like holy grail bronzer, and I've had this for probably like 4 years. I've used this on so many people for freelancing. It's very universal. It's just such a beautiful bronzer shade. Like, yes, these are expensive as fuck, but they are worth every single penny. And then they do also have minis of these. Like, these big ones, this is like $50 for a bronzer. They do have the minis, I think, that are $30. But with the amount of product that you get in here, it's going to last you years. They're going to last you so long. Like, I highly recommend Hourglass powders. I have a couple of the blushes on my list right now. I don't know which one I'm going to get yet, but I know I'm going to get at least one of the blushes, and then there's a primer that I want. It's like the Luminous Light, what is it called? It's like a Luminous Light primer. It's going to be the Hourglass Ambient Light Correcting Primer in Luminous Light. So that is one thing that's really on my list. I feel like I'm kind of like all over the place because it's probably because I don't feel good, but I'm just basically trying to talk to you guys like I would my friends. But those are like the brands that I would typically stick to. So I guess with that all being said, like you guys get the point, is I'm very specific on the items that I get. So I'm just going to kind of go through the products that are on my loves list right now. And hopefully you guys kind of get the point. I'm sorry if this is like everywhere, but you guys probably know what I'm talking about. And one thing that I did want to mention too, like if you don't have an account on the Sephora app already, make sure you make one and you can create the loves list. That's what this is. Like if you ever find a product that you like, just hit the little heart button and it will add it to this loves list. So that is what this is. And then it gives you the option to add it to your basket. So if you have items that are very specific and you want to make sure you get them before they sell out, if you add them to your basket as long as you're signed in, Sephora will not delete out your cart. So if like the clock strikes like 12 or 3 o'clock in the morning when the Sephora sale starts, if you just type in your code and check out, everything will be there right there waiting for you. So that is one thing that I definitely recommend to do. And some of these products, I probably will do that because I'm pretty sure they're going to sell out. So the first thing on my list is going to be the Dior Skin Forever Undercover Foundation. This is a $52 foundation, and I had a travel size of this, like a little sample size, I guess you could say. And I wore it one time, and I got so many compliments on my skin. Like, it's a very full coverage matte foundation, but it's so lightweight. It reminds me a lot of the Marc Jacobs Remarkable foundation, but I feel like it looks a lot better on the skin. And I loved how lightweight it was. So I do plan on getting at least one of those, probably like a midway between my shade now and my summer shade. So I do plan on picking up one of those. And then another thing that's on my list is the Caudalie Beauty Elixir set. This is the same price as the full size of the Beauty Elixir, and in this set you get a full size of it. So if you're looking at the Beauty Elixir, I would recommend just get the set because you get like a free foaming face wash and a mask with it. And it's $49, but it's a $73 value. I love this stuff. I've talked about it before in my skincare routine and also like previous favorites videos. This I don't really like for like my face. I like it because it makes my eyes feel better. Like I had LASIK eye surgery done like a year and a half ago, and my eyes have been super dry ever since. And every time that I spray this on my face in the morning, my face just feels alive. My eyes feel so good. So that is definitely on my list because I love that product. And then I also have the Pure One Step Camellia Cleansing Oil. That is also on my list. I might get that just because I'm almost out of it and I really do love it. It's $48, so it's a little bit more of a higher price cleansing oil. If you guys know of any other ones, let me know that you guys love. I want to know because maybe I'll change up my cleansing oil. Another thing is the Laneige Eye Sleeping Mask. It's $34. This is a new product. I feel like this might sell out because it is new and it's getting a lot of really good reviews. I have tried the lip sleeping mask and I think it's a little bit overhyped in my opinion. Like, it's a good lip mask, but I think my Roden & Fields lip serum beads are so much better than that. So I'm thinking about getting that because I do want an under eye cream that's going to really, I don't know, I guess like this one I'm intrigued by because it has really good reviews, but I want something more for like texture. Like, I have texture in my under eyes. And I don't know, I'm just looking for a new eye cream or something like that. So let me know if you guys know of any ones that actually work. Another thing on my list is the Ulla, I don't know if it's Ole Henriksen or the Ulla Henriksen. I've heard it pronounced both ways. the Balance Force Oil Control Toner. I've heard Desi Perkins rave about this toner, so that's like the main thing that intrigued me. Another one that I'm really intrigued by is the Tarte Knockout. I don't know if it's like a toner or whatever. I'm really intrigued by that, but I'm not going to get it at Sephora. I'm going to get it from the Tarte website for like that 25% off plus the 10% cash back. So I do plan on getting that, but I'm like between if I want to get the Knockout one or this Ulla Henriksen one. But this one is also not available online. It's out of stock right now. So if that gets restocked, I may purchase it, but my eyes are more of on that Knockout toner. So I don't know. I'm still undecided about that. Another thing on my list is the Pat McGrath Labs Mothership, like the mini palettes. These are $55. I feel like these will sell out because these are extremely hyped up right now, and a lot of people really do love her eyeshadow palettes, and it's a good way to kind of get into trying her eyeshadows, and I've never used any of hers before, so that's where my eyes are on these. I am looking at the one that has like the purples and the pinks in it, so that's one thing that is on my list right now. I'm undecided about that. One thing that I don't think I'm going to purchase it myself, but I wanted to recommend, it's on my loves list, is the Marc Jacobs Beauty Enamored with Shine Volume 2 through 4. It's like a little lip gloss collection. It's got 4 mini lip glosses and it's $32. These are really nice lip glosses, so I feel like if you've been wanting to try those lip glosses, this is a really good one to try. And then it has one of my favorite sugar in it, so I feel like that's a really good little set. I'm sorry if this is bothering you that I'm looking at my phone, but it just makes it so much easier. Another thing that is on my list is the Origins, what is it, the Pore Perfecting Cooling Primer. I don't think I'm going to get this because I know further down on my list I have the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. That's the one that I think that I'm going to purchase. Like, I don't think Tatcha goes on sale often. I just know that they've had like 20% off in the past, like their friends and family and stuff. So the one that I'm looking at more is the Tatcha one, but this one has me intrigued. So if you've tried either one of those, but every single review I've seen on the Tatcha one, everybody loves it. So I think I'm going to get that one. And then another thing on my list is the Too Faced Sex on the Peach Complexion Set. This is a really good deal. It's $45, it's an $85 value, but it has a full size Better Than Sex mascara, which is my favorite mascara, and then the Peach Perfect Powder, I think it's called. And then you also get a mini size of the, like the peach spray and then the peach primer. I feel like that's such a good deal. That's another product I really feel like is going to sell out because that is a bomb deal right there. So that's definitely on my list. But I am going to check the Too Faced website because if it's on sale there, I'll pass on it for the Sephora sale and I'll probably just get it from Too Faced. So that's that. And then another thing on here is the Junk Elephant Baby Peak Bar and Juju Travel Bar Travel Duo. It's $18, but I've heard Kendall Alfred rave about the Peaky Bar, so I'm kind of like, do I want to try it? Maybe. I feel like Drunk Elephant and Sunday Riley are really good brands for skincare to really indulge in for the sale because they rarely go on sale and they are really good skincare brands. So I've got my eye on that. And then the next two things are Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush Powders. So I have Mood Exposure and Diffused Heat. They are in my loves list right now, but I feel like I want to go in store and swatch them because it's hard to tell online which one I want. So I don't know, I'm undecided on that. And then the next thing on here is the Sunday Riley, the Influencer Clean Longwear Foundation. It's $42. It's not out yet, so if it launches, I'm going to buy it anyways because I am dying to know if this is a good foundation. So that one hopefully comes in stock once the sale starts, but I won't be surprised if it waits until after the sale. So I have my eye on that. And then another one I have on my list is the Lancome Skin Feels Good Skin Nourishing Foundation. I swatched this in store and it felt really nice on the skin, and I've heard, I think Samantha Ravindell, she's been raving about this lately. So I have my eye on that, but I have the Dior one that's like the top of my list right now. And then, oh, another thing that I wanted to recommend is the Sephora Collection brushes. My favorite is going to be the 55 brush. I love that brush, but I feel like this is a really good time to indulge in the Sephora Collection brushes because this is literally the only time that they're going to be on sale is during the VIB sale. Or if they do like that $25 off the $50 purchase or whatever. I feel like that's a really good thing to indulge in for the sale. And then the next things are going to be from Lancome. I have the Click and Glow Highlighting Skin Fluid. I'm undecided if I want to get this because I'm between this one or the Hourglass Stick Highlight, and it's like the Gold Flash. I think I'm going to get the Gold Flash because I'm just like so in love with Hourglass products right now. But I swatched that in store and it was so beautiful, and it's only $23. I shouldn't say only, it's $23, but it's more of like a liquid highlight, but it was so beautiful. And then another thing from Lancome was the La Absolue gloss, I think is how you say it. These are beautiful. I'm definitely going to get at least one. They're $25, but they are beautiful lip glosses, and I'm a lip gloss type of girl, so I definitely plan on getting at least one. I was also eyeing the Natasha Denona eyeshadow palettes. I just picked up the Tropic palette, and I love that one. I was debating picking up another one, but I may wait on that. Between like the Lila palette and also the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk eyeshadow palette, I don't know. I feel like I don't really need an eyeshadow palette right now. I think that's where I'm kind of like, I have enough at the moment. And I also have another one coming in the mail. So I'm like, I feel like eyeshadow palettes I'm like at a hold off right now, but I feel like those are really good things to purchase at the time of the sale. And brands like that, like Natasha Denona and Huda Beauty, they very rarely go on sale, so this is the time to indulge in those. And then I also have the Hourglass Arch Brow Shaving Gel because I'm almost out of one of my favorite brow gels. Another thing is the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna Stunna Lip Paint Longwear Fluid Lip Color in the shade Uncensored. This is like the most beautiful red liquid lipstick I've ever seen. So I'm eyeing it, but I'm not sure if I'm going to buy it yet, but another part of me is like, I probably should because Fenty is like Sephora exclusive. So I may pick up that, but one thing I do want to recommend from Fenty Beauty is the Gloss Bomb lip gloss. That is like the best lip gloss I've ever put on my lips. And it's perfect because it's like, you can wear it as like an all over lip color and it's so hydrating on the lips. Like I wear it as like a lip gloss slash lip balm all the time. That is like the most perfect lip gloss I've ever put on my lips, so I would definitely recommend that one. And then the last thing on my list is going to be the Cinema Secrets Makeup Brush Cleaner. I usually get the big baby of this. It's $39, but the value on it is $96. It is the best thing that's ever touched my brushes. Like I spot clean my brushes with it all the time. I highly recommend it. I would recommend you put it in like a little spray bottle, spray your brushes and then swirl them, and then they're completely clean. Like it is the best brush cleaner I've ever used, so I would definitely recommend that. So that's going to be everything that is on my wish list and all of my recommendations. I'm sorry if this video was kind of like everywhere. I'm just kind of trying to hurry up, film it so I can get out the door. So if you guys like this video, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel before you guys leave, and leave anything that you guys are eyeing for the Sephora VIB sale because my list could totally change. Like I can't tell you how many times I go on my loves list and delete stuff, add it to the cart, take it out of the cart. Like I am that person, so I'm sure you guys are too. So leave anything you guys either recommend or that you are eyeing for the VIB sale, and let's just get chit-chatting in the comments. So that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Peace!